Many traders talk about it, not many traders know how to trade it. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down what price action is and giving you an example of a trade that I've backtested and a trade that I actually took yesterday that netted me 6% on a funded account evaluation. For those that do not know me, my name is Traders. I've been trading for 4 years and my main trading style is market structure, liquidity, price action, and supply and demand. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It would help me out so much. Let's get straight into the video and break down some charts. So this is just me going back through the charts and deciding where I would have positioned myself in the market, and I'll explain how I basically decide where I'm going to position myself in the market. So the first thing to do is top-down analysis. This is a really important thing to do within trading because it gives you a bias on all time frames. For those that don't know what top-down analysis is, it's basically going from a higher time frame to a lower time frame and doing your technical analysis. Most trading strategies will be fractal as well, so they'll kind of work with each other on all the time frames. So all I'm going to do is highlight the high that we have here, the low that we have down here. And also, I'm just going to highlight the low down here. And also, this minor high was swung, so I'm just going to put this as a fake. What do I mean by a fake? It's not necessarily a fake. What's happened is the market sold off, came back, ran this high by here, and then it's had a massive sell-off. So when it broke the high, it didn't actually continue on through. So I just put a little cross there to tell me that that's what happened. So once we've got a nice bias on the daily, we're going to jump down to the 2-hour time frame and see where the market is currently. And as you can see, the market is in this quite nice uptrend, but now it's started to establish lower lows and lower highs. If we just do normal ICT techniques, we can see that this market has been swung the high and the low. We've came back up, tested this, and had this kind of sell-off, and it has gone and swung this low. So what this is telling me is if people were getting into shorts over here, they would have been in profit. So you need to think, are they going to be getting into shorts to catch this entire move within this overall downtrend? Or are they just going to be capturing loads of shorts here and trying to scale in to see if we can get this level? Or maybe the market is just people, the retail area are happy with these shorts or whatever is going on. But what I need you to be aware of is that we are still on an uptrend. We are still creating higher lows. Massive structure higher lows have not been broken. So the market is still on that kind of uptrend. It's just now we have a small retracement. This retracement is not substantial to the overall trend. So we can see that we've got this kind of trend line liquidity. The market's kind of rejecting this zone. We've broke this low. So we've kind of got this staircase down. So if we look at the candlesticks, we can see that we do have quite large sell-in price action, whereas the moves are quite equal actually. But when we come to this zone, it did kind of chop a little bit. So that's showing us maybe buyers don't have much power in this trading zone. So because we're in this trend and we're kind of neutral in this trend and we're on an overall uptrend, we kind of stay away and we wait for a specific thing to happen. So now we have this type of price action. As I mentioned before, if a lot of people are going to get short here, so I'm just going to place these kind of levels where people are potentially looking, oh my God, if I do that one more, looking for shorts from these zones, this impulse here may have just wiped out all short interest, okay? Most people that hit their SL tend to just step away from the market and stop trading, so that could be a good indication for us that buyers are just going to step in now and take all their SLs and basically run the market because, again, we are on an overall uptrend. So now we're going to look for this high to be swung, and then we also have the high above it. That's the major high on a higher time frame. If we just get rid of all this technical analysis because we do not need it anymore, because this style of trading is a bit difficult, I don't like trading kind of this pop. I don't like buying into this pop. But if we see a major break above this high, then yeah, for sure. Going on a smaller time frame, we can find potential pivot points like so. This is on a 15-minute time frame. We can pick up this pivot point here, and this is basically just a demand zone that broke above these previous highs, okay? So if we go long at this level, and then all we're going to do is aim for, well, we're not going to massively go for that high because obviously it's ridiculously far away. Oh, no, it's not. I'm such an idiot. So we are going to aim for that high because it's not ridiculously far away. We have that 115 pips. Our SL is just going to be slightly below this level here, or you can maybe put it below this previous low. But for this instance, I'm going to put it below that low, and then we're going to allow the market to play out from there. So as you can see, we are in quite nice profit for this example. We did swing this previous high that was developed, that swung the previous high. So the market's in that bullish continuation. We then do get a breakup of that level, and then we come back down and tap this kind of, you guys may call it a breaker. So we kind of have this price action brewing up now. And then I'm just going to get rid of this. Because this subject is obviously price action and this is purely from price action, you can see the nice bullish move from the buyers that stepped in at this zone and it's ran the entire market up. However, the downtrend that we got given was very slow and not massively impacting the market at all. So this is a good indication to us that we want to stay in the market because the sellers aren't stepping in massively. And as you can see, once we come back into that zone, the entire high was swung and the market was able to run from there. As you can see, this is my Goat Funded Trader account. If you are looking to get an account with Goat Funded Trader, make sure you use my affiliate link in the description. But going into the account now, this is a $50,000 account, so nothing massive, but nothing small. It is currently up $3,000, well, $2,956 after swaps and fees and all that type of stuff. The trade that I took yesterday was XAUUSD, and it was a net profit of $3,000, which is a 6% gain on this account. This trade was closed on the 20th. Today's the 21st, so this was the trade taken yesterday. So let's go on the chart and I'll explain why I took this trade. So guys, we're going to do the same style of technical analysis. It's going through the top-down analysis. You can see that we do have a market at this peak. This is like all-time highs. The market then had this small retracement. But if we go onto the daily time frame, we can see that we are kind of tapping in back into this structure. So this previous high, we are kind of holding on to this level and kind of it's giving us that kind of support. If we jump onto a 4-hour, we can see this better. If you guys go back to the start of the video, you can see that at the start of the video on the Euro USD trade, you can see the market kind of does this thing where it creates lower highs and it's basically inducing us to get into shorts, and that's what the market's telling us, that a lot of people are getting into shorts. So now we kind of have that core understanding. I want you guys, as you're trading, watch the price action. Look how the candlesticks are moving. How is the market moving? What's it telling us it wants to do? And when it comes to a specific zone, is it constantly bouncing from that zone? And if so, why? And don't always think that a zone is going to be swung just because of the sake of it, or think that the market is going to do something because you want it to. Go with the flow of the market. Definitely take shorts on these downtrends. I don't know why people think this style of trading is just completely waiting for the explosion. It's literally just trade what you see, and then when it starts to brew up and you get told otherwise, then play what you think. Right, getting back into it. You can see that this low has been swung here. So that's kind of a good idea of a change of character, a market shift, or whatever it may be. So what's happened now, if we go into another time frame, you can see these lows have been swung. People have seen this and they are getting in shorts here where my line is. Remember, where my line is where people get in shorts. What does this tell you if people are getting short into these zones? I will show you, okay? This is what's happening in the market currently on gold, and this is what people are doing. So if we have this kind of structure in the market, people are getting shorts, and people are in these positions, what do you think is going to happen? I think from my education that these will get swung massively, okay? And we need to make sure we're on the right side of the market for when these big moves do happen. Now where it gets into the good part where we can talk about where we get in. So I'm just going to get rid of all this technical analysis again to show you. Now we have our bias presented in the market and we're making sure we are not amongst the liquidity. I hate being that guy that's like, you're my liquidity, you're my stop loss, all that type of stuff. That's not the case. I want everyone to win. I want everyone to make money. This is why I'm making this video. I think it's very arrogant to say, oh, you're my stop loss, you're this, you're that. People just maybe don't have the right education. And if you're here, you're getting the right education. So now we can identify this demand zone that was created from this large impulse move. You see this large impulse move compared to this sell-off? That is so much clearer and better and such like really good price action to tell us that the market does want to move from it. So now the market's come back into this demand zone. It hasn't broke it, but short traders are thinking it's tapped into it. It's going to come to here again. We're going to get short, and then it's going to continue down and break the demand zone. It has a possibility to do so. However, I don't think that's going to happen. I got into my long positions around here. It was a bit of an early entry. It was a bit risky. We jump down to like a 5-minute time frame, we can see why, because we kind of had that huge move up, tap back in, then we had a huge kind of engulfing move, and I just kind of caught this back test into this move onto this high. However, the market did then stem back down, did slightly come into my SL, but again, I had a wide SL, so it was completely fine. We picked up this demand zone again. The market did have quite a nice move up. We then come back down into this zone again, just building that liquidity. I'm in for the long run. I don't care. I've got a wide SL. And then the real indication that the market wanted to move up and where I really should have got my entry is when the market had that huge pump up, told us it wanted to go swing the highs above. So now I'm thinking the short traders are going to get out the market very soon by this big pop. And as you can see, all you have to do is go into a higher time frame, mark out your levels that you want swung, so on and so forth. And we're already in longs. We're protected by our SL. This demand zone is kind of coming into clutch for us. And then the market does eventually have that massive pop where all those highs that we spoke about earlier got swung. And this is an extreme example just because it was FOMC, but I was in the trade before FOMC, so FOMC kind of just helped me out. If you look into fundamentals and things like that, good news was bound to come out. So that's why I took this trade. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's just a quick breakdown of a trade that I took and the way that I kind of trade at the moment with price action and very simple market structure. As always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. It would mean so much to me, the engagement, to keep posting videos like this and keep educating you guys. And yeah, and I will see you in the next one.